Betking.
Betking, the playground for kings.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, it's game time right here on your ever-blazing dial, Sports Radio Double A-9, Brilla Forella. And you know, game time is powered by Betking. Yes, matches will go down today. And of course, you can be a part of it. You can also make things happen. You know how. Just go straight to www.betking.com. That, of course, is the place to be. That is what you can do to expand the kingdom, to make it big, because I tell you, it's going to be a very, very loaded evening. And of course, the matches will surely kickstart one by the dozen. So get ready, because this promises to be so interesting. Let's go to the matches that will be on offer. Yes, talking about this evening, you do have games online, and yes, Betking are saying 100% bonus for those who register. One time you get it. Brighton will take on Newcastle United. Then you have Sheffield taking on Everton. Both games will start at exactly 6 p.m. in the Premier League, and then you have Wolves taking on Crystal Palace. Let's start with that one right here on Game Time. Wolves, Crystal Palace, big game for Nuno Espirito Santo right there, as well as Roy Hodgson. But who will win this one? Well, let me quickly tell you that a win for Wolves comes at 1.46. Then you have straight draw, and that is a 4.44, while a Palace win comes in at 9.40. And that, of course, the odds given to both teams right there. Let me give you some insights. Well, when you look at the game, a whole lot of people feel that Wolves playing at home, the Molineux, it's of course a ground they know so well, and they can actually get things done right there. What's it going to be? Well, I know a whole lot of people will be going for Wolves to actually get a win right there. But hey, you do know that Crystal Palace are no pushovers as well. Let me quickly give you some insight in the game so that you know what to do when you go straight to www.betking.com. That, of course, is the place to be. Now let's go. Telling you this wonderful evening on Game Time that it's going to be Wolverhampton Wanderers. Yes, you remember their 1-1 draw with Burnley on the 15th of this month was their 7th Premier League game in 8 to produce under 3 goals. Meanwhile, both teams have scored in 58% of their league matches this season. The last 6 Premier League home matches have seen at least one side fail to score, while Wolves have led at halftime just 5 times this season. Similarly, when scoring first, they boast a perfect home Premier League record. Crystal Palace, meanwhile, haven't drawn any of their previous 13 league games, losing their last 6. Yes, they've won 4 and of course lost 9, but then you want to say their last 6 they lost it, and that is their worst league run since September of 2017, where they lost 8 matches. They conceded at least twice in 5 of those 6 recent losses. The Eagles have lost their 3 last Premier League away matches to nil, doing likewise in 38% of such fixtures this season. Raul Jimenez of Wolves is one man you definitely will be looking at to deliver, while of course for Crystal Palace, Jordan Ayew is the man. He scored the opener in last season's corresponding fixture, and Palace are unbeaten when he's netted this league campaign. right, then away from that one, let's go straight to the game involving Everton. Everton, of course, are away from home against Sheffield United. Now, let me tell you that this game is delicately poised. The lineup already out. It's Henderson. Dean Henderson is the goalkeeper for Sheffield. It's a back three of O'Connell, Egan, and Basham. While, of course, you have Stevens and Baldock as the wing backs. Osborne, Norwood, Berg, McGoldrick, and McBonney are the men right there for Sheffield United. While for Everton, you have Jordan Pickford. CDB is right there with Kane, Braithwaite, and Lucas Digne. Walcott, Davies, Gomez, and Sigurdsson in the midfield. While up front, it's Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. Now, let me give you some match summary to tell you that Sheffield United shock 3-0 win over Chelsea marked their first completion of a 6-game unbeaten home run. 5 wins and 1 draw in that sequence in the Premier League since February to April of 1994. Across the 5 wins in that sequence, Sheffield averaged exactly 2 goals per match and an average winning margin of 1.6 goals. The Blades, like you know them, the victory over Chelsea also marked a 3rd successive home league win to see Sheffield score exactly once beyond the 75th minute mark. Meanwhile, they have averaged exactly 1 first half goal per match across the last 4 Premier League home wins. Meanwhile, this calendar year alone has delivered Everton a 62% Premier League loss rate. Yes, a loss rate on the road. They've not been good, and Carlo Ancelotti will be looking to see if they can stop that. They were utterly outclassed in their last road trip. Yes, talking about the last road trip that they had, it was a 3-0 defeat to Wolves, making it a shocking 8 defeats in 9 away matches. In turn, Everton have lost a shambolic 88% of their away league matches, entered as, of course, the outsiders so far this season. Well, for the players to watch, you have Sheffield United striker, the man called David McGoldrick. Yes, he hit a double in the win over Chelsea. 2 of his last 3 goals have come beyond the 75th minute, while Everton forward Dominic Calvert-Lewin returns to hunt his former club. 3 of his last 4 away goals have come in the first half. So it's going to be a high-scoring game right there. Is Sheffield United take on Everton, but then Sheffield to actually win or draw this one. Brighton Newcastle is the next game that we will be looking at, but that will be after I go for the short break right here on Game Time, powered by Betking.
Football is back, and there are more ways to win on Betking. With mega odds and the widest market selections ever, you can increase your winnings with an accumulated bonus of up to 225%. Don't have an account? Visit betking.com to sign up now and claim a welcome bonus up to 100,000 naira. Stay safe and keep kicking. Betking, playground for kings.
Yes, welcome back. It is still the playground for kings, and you know it's all about kings. It's all about royalty. It's all about what you can do on the playground. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go straight without further ado to the game involving Brighton and Newcastle. What a game that will be right there at the Amex Stadium. Yes, the American Express Stadium. That is where it's going down. Brighton and Hove Albion head into their final home game of the season with just 2 wins since the restart. Yes, 2 draws and 3 losses as well to follow. Just 5 goals scored in that time. Highlights a faltering attack that has scored just 1 goal per league game on the average. Looking for just their 2nd home win in 8 matches. Brighton and Hove Albion, ladies and gentlemen, have lost 3 in a row here in ugly fashion. Talking about the Amex Stadium, they've conceded 3.6 goals on the average across those games, and shipping precisely 2 in each first half. Each of their 5 home wins this campaign, however, has been marked by them scoring 2 or more goals, while 6 of the 7 losses at the Amex Stadium saw them fail to score, while Newcastle, under the tutelage, the guidance, the watchful eyes of the man number called Steve Bruce, yes, they have little to play for in the remaining 2 Premier League rounds, and they've tellingly lost 3 in a row, conceding 3 goals on average in those games away from home. Their 3 most recent Premier League matches has averaged 4.3 total goals, while the average seen in their away league games this season is 3.06. Newcastle themselves have scored 2 or more goals in 5 Premier League away matches this season. Leandro Trossard has 2 first half goals in his last 4 Premier League matches, while Dwight Gale of Newcastle, yes sir, DG Dwight Gale is his name, he has 3 in his last 6 in the league, opening scoring in all 3 matches. That is how you play football as a striker. Sport fans, Sports Radio Double in the 9, Brella Forella, Brighton and Newcastle. This game should see both teams hitting the back of the net. And then finally, let me end it all up with a trip to the Serie A. It's a big clash, and that goes down today, ladies and gentlemen. It's Juventus, they battle Lazio, and that is a big one. It's Maurizio Sarri up against Simeone Inzaghi. It is the man called Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, and he surely will be looking to score in this game. Not forgetting the man called Ciro Immobile for Lazio. Now let me give you some insight into the game. Juventus de la Vecchia Signora. Yes, the old lady are winless in 3 Serie A matches, with each featuring both teams netting at least twice. Now the Bianconeri have kept a clean sheet in 5 straight games, with all featuring at least 4 match goals. Furthermore, Juventus scored 10 of their 14 goals during that run after the halftime break. The hosts, talking about Juve, they remain unbeaten at home this Serie A season, with all 3 home games since the restart. Tell you what, producing at least 3.5 goals, oh my word, or more. Juventus have scored in every Serie A match at home this campaign, netting over 1.5 goals in 93% of those matches. So it's clear this match should at least see 2, 3 or even more goals come out of it. It's Lazio up against Juventus. It's Juventus at home, Lazio the visitors. Now let me tell you that for the visitors, Lazio, they've won just once across their last 4 Serie A trips, and 4 of the previous 5 have seen both teams hit the back of the net. Lazio's last 12 Serie A away matches have all yielded a 1-goal margin, with the Biancocelesti winning 2-1 on 6 occasions of such. Cristiano Ronaldo, I called this thing before. Well, he surely is the man to watch for Maurizio Sarri's side. I'll tell you what, he has scored 7 goals in 7 Serie A matches since the restart, with 6 arriving after the 45th minute, while for Ciro Immobile, he remains 1 goal in front of Ronaldo in the top scorer stakes, but has netted just twice in the second half since the restart. So it's Juventus up against Lazio. Who you gonna put your money on? Well, www.betking.com is the place to be. This is how the show culminates today, but then it will make a return tomorrow, and of course you definitely will feel like royalty, because that is what the playground wants, that is what the playground desires, and that is what the playground expects. Just royalty. That's why it's the playground for kings. Until next time, have a wonderful evening and keep kinging.
Football is back, and there are more ways to win on Betking. With mega odds and the widest market selections ever, you can increase your winnings with an accumulated bonus of up to 225%. Don't have an account? Visit betking.com to sign up now and claim a welcome bonus up to 100,000 naira. Stay safe and keep kinging. Betking, playground for kings. Radio 88.9. FM, your number one station. We are simply spectacular.